Hello iRacers. It's been a busy start to the year at iRacing. Our development team has been working hard to prepare for the Season 2 2025 build, while our operation teams have been hustling to support the special event trifecta that begins each year. We're also balancing many longer-term projects made possible by significant investment and growth in our development teams. We've never had anywhere close to this number of significant projects and tech initiatives in the works at the same time. In this update, I will touch on some of those initiatives and set expectations for the upcoming Season 2 build. Before we preview development, I would like to thank all iRacers who participated in our special events so far this year. These events take a tremendous amount of time and effort to plan and operate, not to mention the years of development and infrastructure work that power them. It brings these teams great satisfaction to see the high turnout from sim racers around the world, and this year, we set participation records yet again, with the Daytona 24 drawing an impressive 24,000 entries, making it the largest and most significant single event in sim racing history. Thank you again for your passion, your time, and your participation. Let's start with a quick preview of Season 2, and we'll begin with the content. It was way back in 2009 that we released the car that is used in our ARCA Menard series today. This car and series have become one of our most popular oval racing offering and draws close to 100,000 total drives each week. However, given the age of the art and driving model, as well as advancements in the real world, we are well overdue for a refreshed ARCA release. The Season 2 build, we will be releasing multiple fully licensed ARCA cars. Each car has been built from the ground up with new artwork and physics that incorporate advancements we've made in how we create art and our physics modeling. In addition to the ARCA release, we will also update another popular car, the Legends Ford 34C. The Legends Ford 34C is part of our base content package, and this update will be applied to the existing car package. The rebuild incorporates our latest physics and art advancements, and the car looks great and drives even better. Last season, we updated our GTP and LMP2 cars with our latest release-ready tire version. This version improved dynamic response and driving feel and resulted in a model that was much more in sync with inputs. The new tire also incorporated more accurate degradation and updated compound and construction modeling. However, with the release, it quickly became clear to us that we missed the mark in an important way. Cornering performance was off, and many iRacers were justifiably let down by this lapse. Together, with a much needed but yet to be delivered update to our hybrid system modeling, the release did not measure up. It is and has always been our mission at iRacing to provide the most realistic simulation racing experience possible, bar none. When it became clear that we did not hit the mark with the release, and with the deservedly high expectations of iRacers and sim racers, our team rallied and came up with a plan to attack the issue with urgency and to make things right. The plan had two phases. Phase 1. A comprehensive reconstruction of the physical tires and compositions, utilizing new, real-world data and adjusted and expanded testing practices. This includes all GTP cars and LMP2. We have spent the last 3 months on this update and have collaborated with several racing drivers, including professionals racing at the pinnacle of motorsport in the world's top racing series. Phase 2. A complete overhaul of the hybrid system to bring it up to date with the design of the current real-world cars and appropriate rule sets. Phase 1 is ready to go and will ship with Season 2. We're thrilled with the effort our team put into this and the quality of the result. We do, however, need to set expectations. The former release missed the mark primarily in high-speed cornering performance, which resulted from too much grip. The adjusted model is true to life and can be a handful at times, especially when tires are cold. iRacers should reacquaint themselves with their favorite GTP or LMP2 in test sessions before jumping into a race with their iRacing peers. Practice leaving the pits safely and establishing warmth in the tires. What you experience will give you a greater appreciation for the skill involved in piloting these technologically cutting-edge and high-performance race cars in the real world. The Phase 2 hybrid system update remains on track for Season 3. Season 2 will see the debut of a great track we've wanted to add for some time, but have not had an opportunity to scan until recently: Portland International Raceway. Owned by the city of Portland, Oregon, PIR is a nearly 2-mile road course and will feature multiple configs. In real life, the track is raced by NASCAR, IndyCar, Trans Am, and ARCA, and it has fielded races in Formula E, Pirelli World Challenge, and AMA Superbikes. Previously, we shared that we were working to improve the art quality and modern-day accuracy of many of the tracks on iRacing that have become outdated. These past couple of years, we have seen updates applied to Okayama, Road Atlanta, Watkins Glen, and more. Starting around a year ago, we began to emphasize accelerating the pace of these updates and have been building up teams and processes to perform the work at scale. Today, we have upwards of 50 artists devoted to this initiative, and their work will debut in sizable batches over the next few seasons, starting with many NASCAR tracks. We are nearly done with Bristol, Darlington, Dover, Homestead, Kansas, Vegas, and Iowa, and will ship many as free updates in Season 2 to owners of these tracks. Season 3 will see many more updates, and from there we will widen our focus to other categories of racetrack. We are really excited to get these older tracks up to date and ready to take full advantage of our future new graphics engine. Another track-related update with the Season 2 build will be a greatly expanded list of tracks that support 3D curbing. This system requires per-track customization to ensure accuracy and results in a more dynamic racing experience. We look forward to the release of 3D curbs at Jerez, Aragon, Sandown, VIR, Winton, Rudskegen, and Hockenheim. Season 2 will also see the debut of new sim features and functionality. Debris Refresh Phase 2 improves the system with significant tweaks to rendering and dynamic modeling, and the all-new inclusion of local debris cautions. Local debris cautions are informative only, and the work has begun to exercise our mind regarding future expanded road course caution support. There are few sim racing experiences more frustrating than being out on the track with racers who are dealing with networking problems. Network problems can manifest in various ways, such as cars blinking in and out of existence as connections improve or worsen. While our netcode is robust and powered by decades of experience and refinement, there is a limit to what can be done when connections are severely compromised. To improve the experience for all, we have implemented a new connection flag system. This system will flag racers whose connections are insufficient and automatically pull them back into the pits until their connection improves. If they wish, they can disconnect and try to improve the problem, they can wait, or they can ghost drive. Once the connection does improve, they will be allowed to resume their race from the pits. Our next feature for Season 2 is called Adaptive AI. Adaptive AI is an optional feature designed to provide racers with a dynamic and responsive level of difficulty across all tracks and cars. With Adaptive AI, users are able to customize the level of challenge they would like in terms of words. For example, easy, medium, hard, or extreme, rather than percentages. And one person's hard might be another person's medium. The system will adapt to you and provide the experience that is requested. This feature is inspired by NASCAR Racing 2003 series, which many of our developers worked on many years ago. The system stands the test of time and will be the first of many improvements on the way for AI racing and iRacing. An all-new and vastly improved lighting model will debut with Season 2. This lighting model is being developed in parallel with the new renderer and a new sky model, and we are happy that we were able to port over aspects of our new systems to the current renderer rather than having to wait to enjoy it. The new lighting model transforms the rendered world in the light that is imparted onto the scenery and the race cars. This work is beautiful to look at and gets us excited about all of the additional initiatives in the works. To support the new lighting model, our art and content teams are tweaking and rebalancing thousands of textures and materials across the entire sim. It has been a big lift and a full team effort. Season 2 will also feature hundreds of additional fixes and improvements, which are too numerous to mention here, but they will certainly be covered extensively in the release notes. But now, let's review some of our future projects and initiatives before we wrap things up and prepare for Season 2. I'll start with the new graphics engine, which is supported by a full team of the best graphic engineers in the business. Creating a custom graphics engine is not the most common path game developers take these days, but it is critical to us at iRacing that we develop an engine that is tailored to precisely meet the needs of simulation racing. The end result will look amazing and realistic, but most critically, it will take advantage of modern graphics techniques and hardware and be built around a performance-first mindset that encompasses full support of the many various ways sim racers experience sim racing, such as VR, multi-display, curved display, and more. Advancements in the project include support passes defined by shaders, culling, and support for array, cube, and 3D textures. The improved culling is designed to better support objects with a large number of primitives. This results in better performance. Last week, our principal graphics engineer also shared a new shadow system prototype that will dramatically improve upon the shadow appearance and performance seen in the current renderer. Also, as mentioned earlier, we are working on a new sky model and have made significant progress. As we have shared in previous dev updates, this project will require patience. We are doing the hard work that will create a strong foundation for the sim for years to come. When possible, we are strategically finding ways to improve the current renderer with work that is adjacent to our efforts on the new renderer. For example, the lighting improvements with Season 2. The graphics engineering team surprises and impresses us nearly every day with their innovation, ingenuity, and talent. Last quarterly update, I touched fairly extensively on physics development and priorities, so I won't elaborate too extensively here, but it is worth a quick recap of initiatives and priorities that are underway. V10 tires top the list, and we have already invested years in R&D and built tools to accelerate the project. Additional improvements include double precision physics calculations, better force feedback, better contact patch modeling, better tire shape, better compound modeling, a better grip model, and better moments. Single-player career mode is moving along well, and our focus remains on delivering what we're calling AI championships first, as we build towards a full career mode. AI championships will provide an all-new mode of racing with AI, where you can simulate the career path that many racers take from grassroots racing all the way to the pinnacle of the sport in NASCAR, prototype racing, Grand Prix racing, and more. The racing ladders in AI championships will have flexibility available and various paths one can take, and will support systems that evaluate performance in ways different from the typical iRacing metrics. Development on AI championship mode and career mode is also fueling improvements to the product as a whole, such as adaptive AI and future systems such as Auto AI and Save Race. The audio team is dialed in on completing architectural improvements that will set up the foundation for a greatly expanded and more modern feature set. First up on the priority list are reflections, which will provide a far more immersive experience and a transformatively enhanced auditory presence as sound reflects off of the surfaces within the car and around the racetrack environment. I could continue with many other development initiatives, but as always, there will be future opportunities to share more about these projects and the many more in the works that you'll learn about soon. However, before we conclude, let me run through some updates on future cars and tracks in the works. A pair of Gen 4 cars are nearing completion, the Chevrolet Monte Carlo and Ford Taurus. These 2003-era cars include Speedway and Super Speedway variants, both in terms of physics and in terms of the actual car model. We were close to shipping these with Season 2, but ultimately need a bit more time to get the project to the finish line. Significant projects are underway with our IndyCar and NASCAR Cup cars. Each will receive the latest tire model, aero modeling updates, and associated advancements. We have another Ferrari in the works, and our team has been challenging themselves to deliver the best physics, graphics, and audio models possible, utilizing all of our latest development tooling, improvements, and quality standards. Our scan of Adelaide went well, and our sizable scan and photography team successfully navigated the dynamic public roads racetrack. They came home with tens of thousands of photos and hundreds of millions of laser scan points. Miami International Autodrome is progressing nicely. Prototype versions of the track are drivable and used by the track for its own development purposes. Miami will be officially released later this year. We signed Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. We are so excited to expand our offering of real-world NASCAR and F1 tracks, as well as into regions of North America that are new to iRacing. We have plenty more in the works, but that will have to do for now. Again, I just want to quickly re-emphasize how excited our team is about the future of our great racing sim and platform. In my role as executive producer, I'm fortunate to interface with our teams across all development disciplines: art, production, rendering, audio physics, design, AI, hardware support, and more. With this visibility, every day offers glimpses into exciting progress across our entire product, and I have to tell you, what we have in store for the next few years is going to take iRacing and sim racing to a level never seen before. This is a new era of possibility, and we are all going to share these advancements and improvements together where they matter most, on the track.